Greetings from Act Now. Well, I just came in the door from having gone out to a local food bank. I took somebody else, a person who is ineligible to get free food because of where she lives. And that's the only reason. Because she lives with somebody who already gets free food at this place, but the free food isn't for her. But because she lives there, she's not allowed to get her own. So I told her, well, in order to go in, I decided, well, I was going to get some free food too. Because, I am eligible to get free food there, so I was going to get some for myself as well. I took in my driver's license. You have to show your ID to get free food. Well, my driver's license does not indicate my current address, although I have in my wallet, which I don't carry in my pocket because of several reasons, One, carrying a wallet all through life and sitting on it and so forth. Well, during the summer it gets a little sweaty, all right? It causes pimple ass, okay? And sitting on a fat wallet, throws your hips out of line throughout your life. So I don't like carrying a wallet. Besides, when I lived in New York City for 10 years, who carries a wallet in New York City? Think about it for a second. Okay, long enough. Maybe you figured it out. A good way to keep your money is to not put it in a damn wallet if you live in a place like that. So I don't have a wallet, all right? I don't carry a wallet. I keep a thing in my vehicle under the seat. It has my driver's license address update card. Well, I didn't take it in with me. Now, this is a good several hundred foot walk, and I'm helping the young lady who I took, who has a physical mobility challenge, so it's a slow pace, all right? We finally got in there, and I show my ID card. Oh, well, what they have on file is a different address. So I'm asked to go back out to my vehicle and get the correct address, because it's not what they have on record. So I said, screw this. Come on, man, we're talking about free food. I come here every month and you make me go through this? And then the person says, well, if you come here every month, you should know better. And I said, shut the fuck up. And I left. The other person and I, we left. We left. Sorry about the language here, but look, things don't work. Did you ever notice that? In this world, there are so many things that don't work, and we accept it. We accept the complications. Come on, I want to ask you, of what great importance is it for my driver's license to reflect the address that they have on record, although both are in the same town? Both addresses are the same town, same zip code, and so forth. Of what great importance is it to make me walk several hundred feet back out to the parking lot and then back in, okay, just to show that I have a driver's license that matches the address? I mean, I'm clearly the right person. My picture is on the identification card, right? It's my name, it's my photo, it matches the name they have on record. There's no red flag indicating it's time to update my information with them. But no, of what great importance could it possibly be over free food for me to make the trip all the way back out of the parking lot and then come back, if it's not to play a little power trip on me? Of what great importance could it possibly be? The only thing that it could possibly be that's of any importance at all would be to make sure that I am not getting food, well, that is designated for people within a certain geographical location, while I have just recently, I guess, moved somewhere else. But look, both the addresses, okay, the one they had on file and the one on my driver's license, are within their free food distribution jurisdiction. So of what what great importance could it possibly be? Nobody's going to lose their job. I'm looking at a volunteer. Busting my balls like that. What I'm trying to say here is that's just an opening example in this video, an opening example of overcomplicated bullshit in our society, in our world, in a world where we have some people walking around saying that there is an uphill consciousness shift happening. A consciousness shift? Human consciousness is broken, folks. Broken. It's broken. It doesn't work. Uphill shift? My ass. There's the appearance of it to some people, largely in the, domain of New Age bullshit, consciousness shift. In my opinion, from what I see, I could be wrong, but from what I observe and deeply feel at the same time, what I outwardly observe and also deeply feel, there's a harmony among those two things. And what it's telling me, what I see and what I feel is the same. That there is a downward spiral of human consciousness. That's the shift. It's a downshift. While we're being told by some individuals that there's this upgrade going on in human consciousness. Now, look, it could very well be that planetary consciousness is trying to lurch forward a little bit. Take a little leap forward. Maybe the whole solar system. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know anybody who is in the position to be able to see that happening, if it is. But even if it is, the little part of that overall planetary consciousness that is human is going the other way. That's my opinion. That's what I feel. That's what I see evidence of. It's broken. There are too many policies, too many rules, too many petty little things. Turn around and you're making a mistake. Everywhere you turn around, there's a mistake. Something that has to be redone. Something that has to be rethought. Something that has to be refocused on. Something that has to be redone, retried, fixed in order to fix the tool that you require to fix something else. Always two steps backward. Now and then a step forward, but in large, after about 5 steps backward. Come on, man. It's broken. 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 Dysfunctional. Broken. Did I say broken? The other day, somebody said, "Oh, I like your mustache and your goatee." And I said, "It needs trimmed." But thank you. Thank you very much. And you just reminded me. It needs trimmed because it's getting a little long. And the reply was, "Why?" And I said, "Because it's starting to look like I just got out of prison." So let's talk about that for a moment. Alright? Prison. Consciousness shift. Oh yeah. Prison. Let's see. Here in the United States of America, a real nice consciousness shift going on. If there was such a consciousness shift going on, then why would most Americans think that it's normal to put people in prison for all the things they're being put in prison for? Come on, man. Think about this with me. Think about the unthinkable, okay? Think about that which you don't want to think about. Think about that which you don't normally give any thought to at all. Think about a large thing that you want to ignore. Come on, do it. Because what's one of the characteristics of this YouTube channel? This here Act Now YouTube channel? This ain't no playground for little girls. Okay? So if you're a little girl, go somewhere else. Now's your chance. I'll wait for you. 5 seconds. Click off. Go somewhere else. Otherwise, stay here and listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, This ain't no mamby-pamby. This ain't no playground for little girls. Here we go. Think about it. Think about prison. Think about all of the people who in this country are living in the Grand Hotel. Consciousness shift, a society moving in more and more in that direction as a business. What? You don't believe me? Well, do your research. I did mine. I did mine from both sides of the wall. Why don't you do yours from one side anyway? Do your research. At some point during the 1900s, it was decided by some certain elite group of lawmakers or people who are pulling their strings somewhere up the line, but it was, in fact, decided that in this society, incarceration was going to become a for-profit business. That is what it was going to be. That our justice system was going to now be a profit industry. And ever since that decision was made, I'm talking about a literal decision. Look into it for yourself. I don't have to come here on my own channel and provide you documentation, evidence, documented evidence of everything I say. No, that would just waste my time and yours. You want all that? Then you try to prove me wrong. Burden of proof is on you. This is my channel. Otherwise, don't be a little girl. Follow along. Alright? The decision was made here in our upwardly consciousness shifting society of humanity, to make incarceration a profit business, a profiteering business, a racketeering profiteering business. Do you have any idea what it's like to be in prison? What does that have to do with the hair around my mouth? Well, let's make some connections. How about this? How about this? How about this? Why don't you Google prison tattoos? Just prison hairstyles. Prison this, prison that. And then just click on images. Have yourself a look. Have yourself a look. The shaved heads or the extremely long hair on middle-aged old men or just shaved bald young guys or any of these guys, and all the hair around the mouth, especially very long Fu Manchu mustaches and so forth. Just take a look at the prison look, and then take a look at the tattoos. Okay? Just take a look at the look. Or how about this? Pick a prison gang. Pick a prison gang, like Aryan Brotherhood. Okay? Aryan. Aryan Brotherhood. Take a look at some of the photos that will come up if you click on images. Aryan Brotherhood images. Alright? Facial hair, tattoos. Alright? Now, go outside. Go outside. Go to Walmart. Go wherever. Just keep these images in mind and look at how many people out walking around on this side of the wall are trying to emulate the prison look. Have a look. You take a look at it. Bike gangs. Gangs. Inside or out. At the heart of it all are criminal organizations. Gangs. Take a look at cops. Look for cops. Okay? With spider web tattoos on their elbows. Or tattoos on their necks. And so forth. Take a look at where this shit comes from. Take a look at all the people you run into in your everyday life who are, whether or not they know it, trying to look like they just walked out of prison. Why would I say, oh yeah, my goatee needs shaved? It's because I don't want to look like I just got out of prison. I'm not one of those who wants to be identified with the lowest common denominator in society, the lowest level of consciousness going. That is, psychopath assholes. Or people who just happen to get caught up in a profit business called our justice system and thrown in there, whether or not there's any real need for having thrown them in there among that populace, among that mindset, to become a part of that mindset. Consciousness shift my ass. Oh, what nice tattoos. Where do you get your tat work done? Yeah, behind a fucking wall. Huh? Oh, cool goatee. Yeah, grew that behind the wall too. Might as well say that, regardless of where in the world that tat work happened. Pretty much all the same thing. It all has to do with being bound, enslaved. Enslavement consciousness, folks. Enslavement consciousness. Why throw that in there? Why throw in the word slavery? Because there is a very, 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 very close connection between slavery and imprisonment. When you are a slave, you can't get away from the boss. And when you are imprisoned, you perform slave labor. Is it any wonder that the Deep South United States Negro way of speaking and using poor grammar, especially when it comes to the verb to be and its conjugation, is the same as what you hear people of any color, the same linguistic habits that you hear of coming from any person, any color mouth when they get out of prison and start walking around in society. And we now have a large portion of the population, even news broadcasters, for God's sakes, screwing up the English language, making it sound like they too just got out of prison or just came off the cotton plantation. One way or the other, it's the same thing. Consciousness shift my ass. You want to believe that? Go ahead. You want to believe in some kind of wonderful consciousness shift going on? Go ahead. My suggestion is, if my senses are reporting accurately to me, and what I'm feeling deep inside, which corresponds with what I'm getting from the report of my senses, actually those two are harmonious and my perception of both is accurate, then if you are believing that there's some kind of progressive, transmutative consciousness shift going on with humanity right now, then you have fallen for New Age bullshit. But hey, all I can say is maximize your performance, evolve your life, act now, and it doesn't have to do with New Age bullshit, folks. One thing it does have to do with is understanding the state of affairs as it is.